So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Pooja Upadhyay, and I am connecting with you from Maharashtra, Mumbai. If I talk about my education, so I have done graduation in commerce, and moreover, I have done ECCED. It's a teacher training course. And if I talk about my hobbies, interests, so I love to reading book, drawing, craft, and I am a homemaker. I run a YouTube channel too, and that's it from my side. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, uh, my name is Arvind, and
Your voice is your voice is. I can't hear you.
okay. I am from Rajasthan, and I am a private teacher. I teach SS along with English. I have been teaching last 3 years, but I have to switch my school. I want to join a an English medium school, so that's why I have been focusing in this language last 6 months. And 6 months ago, I was not good at English, but along with my practice, along with my dedication, I improved a lot. So, but right now I can talk with everyone. So, Pooja, when did you start this journey, and what do you think? Who motivates you, and what do you think about English language? Is it compulsory for you? How do you look English long? About English language.
It's a really interesting question you have asked. So if I talk about so it's really important for me because I have motive for that. I wanted to be a teacher, so it's really important to be fluent in English, and I will strive for doing job in a teaching sector and English medium. So definitely I should learn this language. Otherwise, there is no other option for me if I choose this English, like a teaching career. So there is no other option for me. So I have to learn this, as well as I'm a fan of learning this language too since my childhood. So it took me almost 1 year. I have been learning English from 1 year, and it's a really enjoyable actually the way I'm learning. So I'm really enjoying, as well as every day I'm improving. My English is gets better every day. So I'm just enjoying, and it's a really nice. It's a really gives me motivation from inside that I'm doing. Still, I'm doing like if I talk about at this time, I'm completely homemaker, but even then I'm learning, I'm reading, I'm listening. So I'm having conversation, so this is all motivation comes from to me. So this is the way I'm
Okay,
being happy.
okay, that's great. Are you teaching right now in any school?
No, I'm completely homemaker. Yes.
So, and have you been practicing last 1 year regularly?
Yes. Before early I was just focusing on grammar, and I believe that only grammar only grammar if I learn I could speak English. But it was my illusion, and it I think it wasn't help me for speaking, because speaking part is only we can learn by doing, only by having
Yeah,
conversation, so that we can learn. Otherwise, whoever how much you are expert in grammar, it doesn't matter until you start speaking. So that's
yeah.
why I was unable to speak with anyone. But when I focus on speaking, so then the result is in front of you.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm talking about your practice. In your practice, what sort of approach did you adopt in your and during your practice, and what and uh, which skill do you consider most important? Like we have four skill, listening, reading, speaking, writing. So in your opinion, which is the most important skill to speak English?
According to me, English has the core aspect of learning, like reading, speaking, listening, writing. So I cannot take granted for anyone, because these four are very very important. If you miss reading, so you can't get new word. So you will feel that I have a very lack of words. So how can I use it? So that's why reading is very important. Listening is also very important, and it's a less effort. You can learn more than you read. Like whenever you are doing some work, so at that time you can use that time for learning. So listening is also important, and speaking is the main part. When you are inputting lots of things, so outcome will automatically come. And uh, writing is very, I think it's enjoyable. Whenever you don't have anyone, like any partner, so that time just use your notebook and pen and express your thoughts and feeling. I think it's also very important.
And Pooja, let's suppose if you want to pick up any two important skills, so what would you pick up? What would
First,
two major skill pick up?
okay. Okay, in this four aspect,
Yeah.
are you? Yes. So, listening is my favorite. I can't deny that listening is. I think early in the morning I start with listening.
So
So
what
I
do you listen? What do you listen? Do you listen podcast? Do you listen English content? Do you listen, you know, native English content?
I consume only motivational. I start my day with a motivation. Yes,
Okay.
because motivation is really like a power energy for us to go ahead. So that's why I start with a motivation. Any video could be like this day I'm following one of I don't remember that name. So there is a motivation. So I prefer that as compared to
And
podcasts.
and Pooja ma'am, do you think that motivation triggered us? Can motivation trigger us?
Yes, of course. It
But
gives us a
ma'am,
goal.
yeah, ma'am. I will hear your answer definitely. But
All
ma'am,
right.
there are two types of motivation: internal motivational and external motivation.
Yes.
Ma'am, if we watch YouTube video, if we watch any motivational speaker video, so it triggered us only external motivational. And
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
if we if we encourage by watching external motivational video, so it cannot long lasted.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
But if we inspire by our internal motivation, so it long lasted, it will
Yes,
be long lasted.
yes, I utterly convinced with you, but I consider that when you start your day with some motivation, so that day will going to be very clear, and it's according to you. If you have decided something for you, that I'm going to learn one word, and I'm going to keep my all practice proper way on time. So there is need motivation. And for listening practice, I prefer early in the morning, just motivation. And now I got to know about that word. That name is Swami Mukundanand. So he is my favorite speaker who speak about spiritual. and it's really I get motivated from their video. So I get to know about my spirituals, about religion, as well as I can do my practice. So I kill two birds with the one stone, and I do my work as well. So it's really good. Yeah.
Okay. And ma'am, right now you are learning English. So ma'am, are you strict? Are you strict learner
Yeah.
about this language? Do
Yes.
you follow all the practice?
Yes. I am persist with my all practice.
Oh, that's great. And ma'am, how much time do you spend on your over your practice?
It's a depend upon my practice. Sometime I spend 2 hour, sometime 3 hour, whatever the time, whatever the time I get, I use it fully for my improvement.
And ma'am, if we one day ago,
Yes.
did you understand this language? Did you understand this language one day, 1 year ago?
Yeah, yeah. If I look after 1 year, what will happen? So I would surely confirm that this level going to be increased day by day, because I always consider that life is for learning, and I'm not going to stop. Every day I will learn something or the other, word or structures or anything could be. Just I want to indulge in this language, immerse in this language, so I can use it for my future, for my career. So yeah, it's going on with my, I think, for whole life I'm going to learn.
Ma'am, as you mentioned earlier that it will be useful for your career. So, ma'am, did you appear any interview which interview which interview was held in English language?
Yes, yes. I faced many interviews, and I had failed, and some of I passed. But I have learned from both fail, whatever I faced in my past, and whatever will come in future. So I'm going to observe all that.
Yeah,
Before 3 months ago, I went for interview, and there I passed, and I everything was good, and they all were very happy to accept me as a teacher. But one it's called, we can call stumbling block or stepstone comes in my life, that there was no one to look after my children, and I just quit my job. But still, after pass that interview, I felt very confident that I can do.
yeah,
So
ma'am, definitely.
yeah, yeah, I
Uh,
have a faith on me that in future definitely I will get my job.
yeah, yeah. Ma'am, I would like to share my experience as well with you.
Yes,
Last July, I also went to a English medium school to appear in my interview. So, but I got rejected because uh, interview panels said to me that your fluency is not good.
yes,
You are you know this language, but you have to work more hard. So, and after then, and please come next year to. So since July I have been practicing, and I am focusing this language, and I
yes,
ma'am, every when we face interview, so each interview learn us new things. Okay,
yes,
uh, where we made where we made a mistake, what kind of improvement should we do in our
yes,
conversation, in our interview. So for
yes.
this, ma'am,
Yes, yes, of course. I can understand. I can relate that. because I also face many kind of problems like fumbling, and we know all the things. Still, when we asked that time, we are feeling that what should I do? So at that time, we just lost all that the time limit, and when they but they observe that we are nervous, we are not
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to give the proper answer, and they just
Right now,
reject.
right now, ma'am, we are having yes, so this session. Now I am very comfortably. I can talk with you comfortable. But ma'am, when it comes to at interview place at that time, circumstance are totally different. We
Yes,
start, we start feeling nervousness. You know,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah,
But it is going to be solved slowly. It is day
yeah,
by day. It is going to be solved when you have just started. So it is you feel that it's like it's so difficult, but I think after 3 months, 4 months, you will see the difference when you are presenting in front of other. So you will see the difference that all whatever the experience you are having, that that experience will help you when you are going to
yeah,
appear next interview.
yeah, ma'am, yeah. So, ma'am, let's suppose that if you uh, if you are given any topic, any any debate topic, so can you debate on that?
Yeah, of course. Uh, I can say that I'm equipped that way that I can read, I can speak about anything if it's relate to my knowledge. So definitely I will carry on.
I'm ma'am, I'm not going to discuss any topic, but I am just only asking.
All
If you
right, all right.
but ma'am, if you have any topic, so but ma'am, I want to tell you I want to tell you that uh, you know first of all I have to prepare because
Yes.
I have less knowledge than you. Yeah, when learning
I,
this language, like, 1 year, so I have
no, no, no.
less.
Don't
le-
think like this.
Yeah,
Don't think like this. Don't feel. I think don't take yourself for granted. अपने आप को कभी कम मत समझो. Don't take it for granted. Think that I'm better than myself. I'm better than before whatever I was. I'm better than that. So
yeah,
why now? Everyone can do it, so I also can do that. So
yeah,
nothing is in. It
absolutely right.
looks like hard, but it is not that much hard. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am is absolutely right. You are saying right that nothing is hard if we decide. So everything can be changed by us.
Yes.
It's depend on our thoughts. How do we look
Yes.
over? How do we look over towards our aim? All
Yes.
all the games is about our thought.
Yes. When we are loose at the beginning, so we can't win. If we are feeling that okay, it's tough, but it's not impossible, so
Yeah,
we can solve that. At the moment, we can solve that problem,
yeah,
but at
yeah,
the beginning, it seems like it's a really big task.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. So my question is that when you are having conversation, and I'm sure that you had lots of conversation. So
Yeah, ma'am.
how's your feeling? How's your thinking about conversation? Or you are getting some improvement? What you're getting?
Yeah, ma'am. As you know, I told you earlier that after 6 months I have improved my English little bit. But if but when if we talk about my past, if we talk about 6 months ago, so I honestly I want to tell you that uh, I I cannot make video session. I
Oh,
preferred. that time to make on only audio call.
So
Okay, and on audio call, I only told yes or no, great. So this kind of word I used that time. But
yeah,
day
it's
by
like,
day,
yes,
but day by day, by listening, by watching English conversation video, uh, and ma'am, I have taken a subscription on Joe Stock app.
okay,
So
yes,
yeah,
I
so
got
due to uh, Skype group, due to Joe Stock app, I have gained some confidence, and right now I can talk with anyone.
yes. That is your progress. That is your progress. So always compare yourself from the past, and you will motivate from there. So that is inside motivation. Always keeps in our side inside, and that push us every day to go ahead. When you are coming this level, so definitely you are going to be next level.
Yeah, ma'am.
Really good conversation with you, sir.
Ma'am, do you have any more question? Do
Yeah,
you have
I
any?
yes. Do you like reading book?
Yeah, ma'am. As I told you earlier that I am a teacher. I teach SS and English. So English subject. It is printed in English language. So before first day to deliver my lecture to the student. So first day I have to prepare myself all the chapter. So preparing the chapter I have to read alone. I have to understand the concept of the lesson. So most of the time I read English chapter. Yeah. So this is how I done my reading skill.
Okay, yeah, it's a good that you are a teacher, so every day you get chance to read and speak in front of students. So yeah, it's really good.
But ma'am, in my school I have to I have to explain in Hindi as well, because the children who study in my schools, they are from Hindi medium school. And but ma'am, in my period I increase I encourage them many time to speak in English, but ma'am, and
The
some children are interested, but ma'am, more than half children, they are not
most
interested.
of
They
yeah, most of
Yeah, yeah.
students they are comfortable in their native language.
So when I start speaking English before them, so uh, they start saying to me, sir, we can't understand what are you saying. Please, sir, please say this in Hindi. So I
Yeah,
have to,
and
I
when
have to, yeah. So I don't have any option. I have to speak in Hindi.
yeah, but I had to tell you that you are living the life which I am dreaming. Are living the life which I am dreaming that
Yeah.
I will become when I will become teacher. Because at this time I'm completely under all the responsibility. I can't pursue my career. But you are living that kind of life, that teaching life. Really, teacher is really respected job and it's really good. According to me, I can't imagine my life to dedicate for other. I always consider for as a teaching life for me.
But ma'am, after some time, I think after some time, you can also. Right now, I can understand you have some responsibility. Uh,
Yes.
but after some time, you can also teach
Yes.
in a, and and apart from that, your English language is good. No doubt, there is no doubt you can speak well. So you can
So
also make your career in teaching.
yes, thank you so much for your valuable feedback. Yeah, of course, next year maybe I will start my career in teaching field, and that is why I'm focusing on my communication skill as well as in speaking English. because speaking English is different from
Yeah.
communication. When we are having conversation, so the two things are improving at this is our communication and English. The both are going running together. So when we are having conversation, we understand how to speak, how to present ourselves in front of others, as well as English language. So
Yeah.
I think we are killing two birds with a one stone. So just go every day, do your practice every day, and persist with your work, with your practice. Otherwise, there is no other option for improvement.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Absolutely right. So, ma'am,
Do you? Yes.
should we wrap up our conversation here?
Yes, yes, of course. It's a really
So,
nice conversation with
yeah, ma'am. I got to I got to know from you many more things, and I will also apply in my practice as well. And ma'am, definitely we will connect in future.
yes,
Definitely.
yes,
So, ma'am, have a nice day.
yes.
Bye
Have a
bye,
good
ma'am.
day. And thank you so much for your valuable time.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.